Hi guys. Okay, so this is going to be part 2, but I did 2 part 2s, so this one is going to be the part 2 if you're doing a fabric bag and if you want information on grommets. This is not going to be the bag with rivets. If you want the rivet one, you have to go to the other video. Okay, so this starts off as the sandwich. I literally just pulled it off the hoop. So you need to pull away all your stabilizer. And then you get ready to cut. So I dovetail my liner because then when you get ready to sew it, it's easier to have it sandwich in. And then you have to cut around all the way around the bag. I leave a little bit of extra space around my zippers so then the zippers don't pull through after like a lot of use. I'll show you up close once it's done. Okay. So this is it cut. There's a little bit of extra space around the zippers and then the dovetail of the liner. So the first step is the liner opens up. You're going to flip your bag. You want to make sure you poke all your corners out. If you don't poke your corners out, it's not going to be as nice on the end result. Okay. So now you have a bag that is just inside out. So you'll see where the zipper is supposed to be, and then you see this hole. You need to sew this hole. So I flip in my sides that were dovetailed. I flip them in, and then all you have to do is just a quick needle and thread and you ladder stitch it. I'm not going to make you guys sit here while I ladder stitch, so we're going to pretend I did this part. All you do is see how I just kind of flip the dovetails in, sandwich, ladder. Easy. Now you have the problem of your zipper. Your zipper is closed right now because it is the back side of the hoop. So what I do is I just kind of use a little bit of scissors to kind of poke through. Obviously be careful, you don't want to damage your zipper, but once you kind of get a tab, then you're able to do it with your fingers and you kind of gently pull out the stabilizer. Obviously, if you use tear away, you are able to pull it. If you use cut away, you're going to have to cut it, and if you do have to do that, just be extra careful because there's more room for error. Okay, so you want to clean this up to the best of your ability. Because I'm on video, it's not pulling through nice and easy. So I am going, take an extra second here to pull. Okay, so now you have already done your ladder stitch. Let's pretend. So the bottom is sewn and now your bag is starting to open. So the next step is after you freed your zipper, you have to flip your bag one more time. This is the final flip. So make sure you really poke out those corners so your bag is nice. Okay. It is much easier to flip your bag with fabric than it is with vinyl. Okay, so now it is the nice shape of the bag. So you have your rivet holes and your grommet, or technically I guess these are also grommet holes because we're going to do differently on this bag. So what you're going to want to do, open your bag back up. This is where your punch comes in. What you do is you line up your punch to, see where this is? You line it up right over the top. And then you squeeze. If for some reason you have a different setting tool, or an owl or any of the above, you just make do with it as it is. So right now, like I said, I'm going to mix this up a little bit, and I'm going to do a grommet. And I think the purple grommet looks kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is I am going to push through the grommet. So see how this is the side that you're going to see of the grommet? I just poked it through the hole. So now on the interior of the fabric, you're going to have like that nasty grommet edge that you need to close up. So my grommet kit came with the anvil, the cutter, you put the grommet, and then you push this on the back, and then you hammer. But these grommets, luckily, came with the, well, they didn't come with, but they fit the same size as the crocodile. And, of course, I forgot to grab it. So the crocodile is going to do the work for me, so I don't have to do the hammer just on this stage. So the crocodile is kind of like every other sewing tool that you have where you're just going to squish. So you have this side and the squisher side. So you have to line it up. I'll show you a closer view of it. So you line it up into the grommet, and then you close it. You squish it. And then you have a grommet on the outside, and my finger, because you know that's fun. And then the inside of the grommet looks like that because I put the end cap on it. It's just kind of something a little bit different to do, just to kind of mix it up. Obviously this grommet is such a small hole that you're not going to be able to have anything fall out of it, so I really don't think it's a problem. It's just kind of a fun new way. So again, you have the grommet head and then the little tiny grommet cap, and then you slip it into the crocodile after you put that on, and then you crocodile and you squish it. The only other thing is the big grommet hole. So this grommet hole, you need bigger grommets. So the normal cutter that I use, or the puncher, it doesn't work. You can use scissors to kind of cut around where the edges are if that's what you want to do. Or this kit that I bought at Harbor Freight is actually a grommet tool for tarps. So this one is so cheap, and I think you can get them at like Ace Hardware and probably like Home Depot, any kind of hardware store, because it's just a tarp thing like I said. But that was like $3 and you get 104 pieces. You get a ton of grommets, and it comes with all of the tools. So that's a win. Or you can buy actual ones that come on the sewing sites that are more like screw-in grommets. There's a lot of different choices, and Amy covers those in the tutorial of what you can use. But this one works really nice for me. So all you have to do is make this hole. I'm going to try and hammer it. If you watch my vinyl video, it did not work as well. You know what? Actually, I won't even. I'm going to cut it. And that way, since I don't have cement out here, I don't want to make a fool out of myself again with hammering, because that was kind of slightly ridiculous. Kind of made me laugh, though. I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, like, what's the point? So I'll just do a little starter. And you're going to have to make the hole for all the layers, because this is going to go through your whole entire bag. This is not just going to go through the interior bag, because then you're going to use a gate ring and the skinny strap to have it hold. Okay, so I did that top layer. Let me do a quick hammer. It's hammer time. If you're not good for a random 90s joke, what good are you? So once you have all of that in the hole connected, then I will show you. So then you're going to use, it's actually the exact same thing that you would use for the baby grommets, except you can't use the crocodile because it's not big enough. So I have a top piece of the grommet, and the top piece has like the extra nail part to it, and then you're going to poke it through your bag. And then, I just got tape stuck to me because why wouldn't I? You're going to take the skinny part, like the flat part, and you're going to put it towards the back. So pretty part and then the back part. And then it comes with the setting tool. Whatever grommets you do buy, you're more than welcome to buy or use anything of your preference. The only thing is that when you buy grommets, you need to make sure that you actually are buying the setting tools, because if you're not, you're not going to really be able to use any other tool in your craft room most likely, because these are pretty big grommets. So for mine, it's the bottom and then the anvil. So then you sandwich it on here, and then you just hit a few times with the hammer. Okay. And then it sets. That went much better than the final video. So now we have this, and it's all completely set. So now you have like the hole through. And then when you are ready to use your fancy schmancy skinny strap, which I also showed in another video, you put the gate key in, and then there you go. Obviously we have to finish the other holes, but I'll get to that. So that's it, easy peasy. If you have any other questions, just go on the Facebook group and we'll help out. Bye.